friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am with Miss Riley. You can kind of see her down here, her little pink bandana. We are going to be doing our first Glossier review of 2022, which is very exciting because they just launched an amazing cream that I think a lot of you guys are going to be very interested in because it's very different than anything that I've personally seen before. This is their After Balm, and I actually didn't know that they were launching this. It just showed up on my doorstep, and I originally thought that it was just a rebrand of the Glossier Priming Rich Moisturizer, but this is totally different. So I'm actually really excited to talk to you guys about this because I have been testing it out a little bit and I have so many thoughts on this product. Before I get into today's video, if you like these Glossier reviews, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let Glossier know that you really like when your favorite YouTubers are reviewing their products. That just helps me out, obviously. I also have a link down below in the description box that you can use at any point to get Glossier, to reorder, and that also just helps me out. So I'll leave that down below. We're gonna get into the review though. This is seriously one of the most interesting moisturizers that I have ever tried. When I first got it, like I said, I thought it was a rebrand of the Priming Rich Moisturizer, which if you've been a part of my channel, you know that I absolutely love the Priming Rich Moisturizer. It's so thick and it's like whipped, so it feels very like light on the skin, even though it's a really thick cream. This is a totally different feeling, and I actually ended up testing this out last night for the first time because I wanted to get on here and give you guys an actual review of it rather than at first impressions of the cream. And when I first tried this on, I was very surprised by the feeling of it because when you originally open up this cream, it looks like it's gonna be your regular moisturizer, like the Priming Rich Moisturizer. It's very thick looking, it looks very luxurious, very hydrating, and how they describe it, they call it a moisture barrier recovery cream. And so before I even opened up the jar, what I thought I was gonna get was a kind of like salve, like a Baume.com but in jar form, or a Vaseline type of product. And so I was very confused when I saw a cream but was expecting a balm like the Baume.com. It is like a super thick cream to the touch, so as you pull some out onto your hand, it looks like a cream still, but as you work it into the skin, it starts to kind of turn more into a balm, like a Baume.com. It really does feel a little bit sticky and tacky. So last night I washed my face and I applied this on my skin. I warmed it up between my fingers before I applied it on my face. It started to feel more like I was wiping Baume.com on my face than a moisturizer. So that's where it was really confusing for me, is because it looked like a cream. It was extremely hydrating. It does feel like it is a barrier for your skin. It doesn't feel like a moisturizer where it kind of absorbs and then disappears. It does rest on the skin in a way that I've never felt a moisturizer sit on the skin. It definitely is being absorbed into the skin because when I woke up this morning after just putting that on, I didn't put on any serums, oils, anything else. I had only put on this balm, and the next morning, so this morning, I woke up and my skin felt so soft, and it was crazy because like I said, I didn't apply anything else, and it really absorbed into the skin, but it took a very long time, like overnight, for it to really absorb and to not be like sitting on top of the skin. So this morning I decided that I wanted to try it out for a daytime routine because I really like this actually for nighttime, especially kind of right here. I get super dry. I have combination skin, which means I definitely get oily throughout the day, but when I like wash my face is actually pretty dry, and a lot of like the oils that I have during the day get washed off, and then my skin is left super dry. And so this was so soothing on the skin, but it had that really tacky kind of texture to it, to where I was like, I don't know if I could see myself using this during the day. And so I wanted to try it out this morning to get a feel for how it sits under makeup, how it wears. And so this morning I woke up, I washed my face, I reapplied this again, and it is the type of cream where you're not like putting it on your face and it's just perfectly like blending out. It's very, very tacky. I started to apply it to my face and I was just like, this is not gonna work under makeup. It's so tacky feeling, but I decided I was gonna commit. And so I started applying my foundation right after. I didn't even do sunscreen or anything because I just wanted the moisturizer and that was it. And so I applied my foundation on top of it. And at first, when I was like brushing out my foundation, I was like, this is not gonna go well. It was so tacky that the foundation was kind of like sitting on top of it. But as I buffed it out and as I worked it in, my skin looked flawless. Like it almost worked perfectly like a primer. It honestly kind of reminds me of the Bobbi Brown face base, I think is what it's called. It has that really like priming effect to where it's holding onto your foundation. It's really grabbing onto your foundation. And I seriously had not had foundation go on like that unless I'm using a primer. And so I was really surprised by this morning having put makeup on. It's like one of my favorite foundation applications that I've actually had in a while. And I used a brush, but I assume that if you use a sponge as well, it will still go on very seamlessly. I think this is actually kind of a secret weapon that I'm surprised a lot of other beauty brands haven't like come up with something like this before. I will say it's really thick and it is very hydrating. So if you have dry skin, this is gonna be your best friend. It is way more powerful than the priming rich moisturizer. But I also just think if you are looking for a really good kind of tacky hydrating primer, this definitely works as that. I really like it under makeup, which I was shocked by because I really didn't think I was going to because it was so tacky. I was like, it's gonna feel sticky on my face all day with makeup on it and my makeup's not gonna look good, but everything applied really beautifully on top of this. So I actually am obsessed with this. I feel like this is something that is definitely new to beauty. I've not seen something like this before. And the fact that you can not be into makeup and use it, or you can be makeup obsessed and use it is it's kind of genius. Like you definitely could just use this as a moisturizer and then put your sunscreen on and wear no makeup. But if you are totally makeup obsessed, this might actually change the game for you as far as like priming the face and like having your foundation just like melt into it seamlessly. It's really good, and it's something that like I feel like I could talk about all day long, but until you get your hands on it and try it out for yourself, you're not gonna really know what I'm talking about. I would say if you are looking for something super hydrating, give this a try because it's something like I've never tried before. It really is very different as far as like the feeling, the formula. It's just so interesting, and I wish I could like explain it better to you guys, but it is a product that I think is totally worth buying and trying it out for yourself. It is definitely very different than any moisturizer that I have personally tried, and I think you guys would actually really like it. I would highly recommend this in any like dry parts of your face. It truly absorbs like over time. It's not like you put it on and then it's gone. It really sinks in throughout the hours of the day, and I think you guys would really like it. So I'm gonna have it linked down below. Obviously, you guys can use my link. Yeah, let me know down below if you end up trying this out. If you like this video though, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Like I said, leave a comment. If you try it out, let me know. Let Glossier know you love the reviews. And if you're new here and you wanna stick around for some more videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you back on my channel. I review literally every Glossier product, so if you're interested in Glossier, I have a playlist I'll put down below in the description box as well. But I will see you guys in my next one really soon. Bye y'all.